Hey everyone, this is Kit Cabello of hardlensmedia. We are wrapping up the Democratic gubernatorial debate here at the Chicago Teachers Union Center, and I'm joined here today with one of the candidates that you saw on our Facebook live stream, Alderman Pawar. Alderman, so essentially there's been a lot of talk about a progressive income tax, but how is your campaign effectively going to pass something like that, especially if there's so much hostility towards it in the Illinois State Senate and House and numerous other attempts when a progressive income tax was being tried to get passed?
Well, I don't think there's a lot of hostility everywhere. Senator John Harmon from Oak Park's got a bill right now which raises the rates and doubles the exemptions, triples the exemptions in some cases. That is the best way to move a progressive income tax right now.
All right. But also going forward in regards to jobs and basically building Illinois' infrastructure, there's a lot of talk of Amazon moving its headquarters here. Now, there's been a lot of talk in regards to having that facility here in our state. How is your campaign, and effectively if you are governor, how are you going to deal with the fact of Amazon coming here to the state of Illinois?
Well, they're going to come here because we have access to water, we have great transportation networks, great R&D. Just because they ask for money doesn't mean we should give it to them. That's always been my position.
Will you essentially put in programs to protect workers' rights as well as have programs to bring in low-income workers and low-income minority communities to be effectively involved in this deal?
Well, that's what I've always done in my time in city council, and that's what I'll do going forward.
And in regards to this entire campaign, the end game result, especially when it comes down to dealing with Bruce Rauner, what separates you from the other candidates running for governor?
I'm a legislator, I'm a community activist. I live in the community that I work in. I'm a retail politician, and that's what this is about. Knocking on doors, talking to people, getting the message out, and bringing people together. It's not just policies that we need to be enacting. It's about putting policies forward and uniting the state around a progressive agenda.
And another issue that's really affecting a lot of people, and we've asked this to a couple of the Democratic candidates who are running for governor as well, there's the need to raise the minimum wage to $15. And of course, there's many steps in doing that. One, what is your process to doing that if you're governor? And two, what is a livable wage for you?
Well, number one, I worked on raising the minimum wage in Chicago to $13 an hour, and now we need to move it to $15. We need a $15 an hour statewide minimum wage. Number three, that minimum wage should be indexed to inflation going forward, so we're not having the same fights every single year or every single 5 years. And then we need to talk about living wages and supporting working families with paid sick leave, paid family leave, fair scheduling. All of those things together is what support working families.
But effectively, what is the exact amount of a real livable wage here in our state?
I mean, I think it depends on where you are, but that's why I believe in unions and setting prevailing wages, because unions help drive up wages based on the work people are doing, based on the geography, and it lifts everyone else's wages up.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us here at hardlensmedia. I noticed a short interview, but we're glad to have you here, and we're also hoping to have you on our show very soon in the future.
Anytime, and thank you for what you're doing.
Thank you very much.
You're watching Hard Lens Media.